Hey guys, sorry I couldn't be here today. Please behave for the sub. Like I mentioned, that today your biggest goal is going to be to finish the data table for your lab. So there's the schedule. Fifth period, you're in here until 8:35, and then sixth period, you're in here until 9:50. But remember, I'll be coming in around 9 o'clock so I can help you with your problems then. I'm going to skip the picture of the day. Sorry, I just want to kind of get through a couple of directions. So the first direction is, remember the last time you were here on Wednesday, we started our earthquake patterns lab and you made your hypothesis videos. If you were absent on Wednesday, please touch base with one of your friends that was here and grab one of the data tables out of the Wednesday folder, because that's what you'll be working on today. So feel free to get up and do that now if you were absent and haven't gotten one yet. For those of you who have been working, there's a few changes that we have made to the data table. The first one is we're going to get rid of the Scotia plate. So go to your data table. I'm pretty certain that this one's on the back of the page, and cross off the area that has sandwich and Scotia plate, and we're going to replace that with a different transform boundary, and we're going to use Puerto Rico. And so one more time on the back of your page, please cross off the Scotia plate and replace it with Puerto Rico. The next problem that we found yesterday during third period was that we were having troubles finding earthquakes at certain boundaries. So one of the students in that class found this button on the very bottom of your list. So if you open the earthquake app and you scroll and scroll and scroll and scroll and scroll and scroll and scroll all the way down, you will see an option at the very bottom of it to load more. So right now I'm zoomed in on the East Pacific Ridge and there's not many earthquakes popping up. But after I click the load more button, a few more appear. Another way that you can get to some more earthquakes is if you change in your settings the amount of time that the data is going back to. So if you're looking at regions like Japan that haven't had very many earthquakes recently, you can go back further in time to get a few more for your data table. So your first goal of today is to get that data table finished. Another thing that we remember on Wednesday, I said I'd solve the problem of New Zealand. Here is your facts for New Zealand. So I went on my laptop to the USGS website and got this data. And so you're just welcome to copy this down when I'm done giving directions. Or take a picture of it if you want to. Take a picture of it right now. But these are your depths and magnitudes for your New Zealand earthquakes. I'll come back to this in a second. I know you're probably feverishly writing. The second thing that you're going to do today is plan your summary video. So your final draft is going to have 2 videos on it. The first one you made yesterday, and that was your hypothesis. And the second one is a summary video explaining how an earthquake happens. So the directions say when your data table is done, record your second video. Explain how an earthquake happens. Use the vocab stress, fault, focus, and seismic waves. So you might not feel comfortable recording your video today in class, but you could at least write down what you plan to say on it. This way, when we're finishing up our final drafts, you already have this piece of it finished. And so I really want to see you kind of adding some personality into this and not just reading off of a paper or off your cell phone. I'd like to see you looking at the camera. And that's the second thing that you can work on if you get your data table done. So I'll go back to this. You can ask the sub to pause the video at this point, and so you can copy down this data. If you have any questions, hopefully someone around in the class can help you. At a minimum, I want you to walk in the door on Monday with both sides of your data table done and your iPad fully charged, because we will be using that in class all day on Monday. Feel free to email me any pressing questions or swing by the class later today, because I'll get to campus around 9 o'clock. Good luck with the rest of your assignments.